Okay, so the first word we're going to look at today is raincoat. Okay, all one word, R-A-I-N-C-O-A-T, raincoat.
Raincoat 看起来跟 rain 这个雨一定有关系了。
So a raincoat is a long coat that is waterproof, meaning that it keeps out the water, okay? It's one of these. Now, I see a lot of people on scooters wearing these when it rains in Taipei, so they're very useful to have around. For example, rescuers will need them if they need to stay out in the rain to find people, and then they'll keep those people dry once they've found them. You might also need to get into places where you can't use an umbrella, so they're very useful.
Raincoat 呢就是雨衣，那既然要放进 emergency kit 里面，所以应该指的就是这个轻便雨衣啦。那台湾很常下雨，所以避难包里面有这个轻便雨衣是非常实用的。Do you know actually a raincoat can help you stay warm too?
Yeah, I bet it can.
You can just put it on after you wrap yourself in the blanket.
Oh, nice. So you trap the air, and the air keeps you warm really well. Our sentence gives an example of a raincoat. You should bring your raincoat because the typhoon is coming. Yeah, you need one for that.
你应该要带着你的雨衣，因为台风要来了。That's a smart choice. Don't ever bring an umbrella if the typhoon's big one. It will get blown away for sure.
Yes, possibly with you with it. Okay. Our next word is very important. It's a hugely important thing to have. It's flashlight. F-L-A-S-H-L-I-G-H-T. Flashlight.
It really is important. 接下来这个字呢是 flashlight 手电筒。
Okay, a flashlight, which in the UK we call a torch, T-O-R-C-H, is this, and it's just a way of making light using a battery. If your power goes out at home, you'll need one of these. And you'll also need them when it's dark and you're outside or underground looking for people. In addition, people bring flashlights when they go camping.
英式英文里面我们会说 torch， 那通常家里都应该准备一支以防停电。你要去露营呢，或者在黑漆漆的地方找东西找人都很好用哦。
Okay, here's a sentence. If the lights are not working, you can use your flashlight.
如果电灯不管用，你可以用我的手电筒哦。
Okay, now when I talked about flashlight, I mentioned something else which is very important, which is a battery, B-A-T-T-E-R-Y, battery, which is our next word.
OK，接下来这个字呢，我们很常用到，就是我们刚刚提到的 flashlight 也会用到的 battery。
Yeah, these days we often think of batteries when we think of cell phones and computers. Those things are called batteries too, but what we're talking about here are these, okay? These can give power to flashlights and other electronic things, so you don't need to plug them into the wall. Of course, a battery's power won't last forever, so you need to make sure you have quite a few, which we do. It's also good to get ones you can recharge, so you don't throw them out once they're dead.
Battery 就是电池啦。那说到电池，你可能会想到手机电池或者是电脑电池，但那些都是锂电池。我们这边讲的应该就是这种一般的碱性电池。那为什么重要嘞？你想想看，如果你空有手电筒，那没有电池，那就 GG 了。所以只能看着手电筒，想说，这个有电池有多好。
Well, here's an example sentence for battery. It's good to have extra batteries if the power goes out.
没电的时候呢，如果有多的电池，那就超棒的了。
So our next item is so simple, it doesn't even need batteries.
Wow.
It's a can opener. Can, C-A-N, opener, O-P-E-N-E-R. Can opener.
Can opener 呢，就是开罐器。I never thought a can opener is an important item in an emergency kit.
Well,
why is it important?
Well, first let's show you what it is. A can opener is one of these. It's used to open metal cans, usually food cans. You can get electrical ones, but most people just have one of these at home. They're useful when you go camping and you have canned food to cook on a fire. Now, if you're in a situation where you're trapped somewhere for a long time, canned food will last. It won't go bad, but you'll need a can opener to get into them. These days, I have to say, a lot of cans come with ring pulls like the ones on cans of Coke, but not all of them do, which is why you need this.
原来如此，其实有时候避难包里面会放一些紧急食粮，那什么东西比较不会坏嘞？当然就是罐头食物 （canned food） 了。但是有罐头没有办法开罐，就犯了刚刚手电筒没有电池的错误，所以 can opener 真的很重要哦。
And here's an example sentence for can opener. Lisa used the can opener to open the can of tuna.
Lisa 用开罐器打开尾鱼罐头。
Okay, now a flashlight, this one, is useful for light, okay, but not for heat. Right.
So there's no fire.
It won't make you feel warm, you'll just be able to see things with it. You won't be able to get warm with it. And sometimes if you have no batteries, it won't do that either. Sometimes you're going to need fire or candles, and to make a fire, you're going to need matches. Okay, I'll spell the singular match, M-A-T-C-H, matches, M-A-T-C-H-E-S. There's an E-S for that one.
好，记得是 ES 哦。好啦，那手电筒可以发光，但是如果你需要热源，就是要生火，那这时候你就需要 match 火柴啦。
Okay, now these are probably so small you may not be able to see them with the camera. Who knows? They're tiny little things, okay? It's a small piece of very thin wood with a large, darker head. And the head is covered in a special material that catches fire when you rub it on a rough surface, okay? If you get a match box, which is one of these things here, then the box has these rough surfaces on the side that you can use to strike the match. We often use the verb strike, S-T-R-I-K-E, strike a match. But we can use other rough surfaces as well. In the movies, you probably see people lighting them off, striking them off boots or walls or all sorts, but matchboxes are best for it.
Matches are rare today, but some hotels still provide them in their rooms.
Yeah, just in case.
大家知道火柴怎么用吗？现在火柴其实很难找到，那其实就是用火柴的这个头摩擦这个粗糙的表面，就会点燃火焰了。
Yeah, again, it's another good thing you'll need to take if you go camping, because you might need to start a fire.
Yeah.
So starting a fire, you'll either use a match or maybe the lighter, cigarette lighter thing, but matches are overall more useful. Here's another example sentence. When there is no electricity, you can use matches to light candles.
停电的时候呢，你就可以用火柴来点燃蜡烛。那刚刚说点燃这个火柴就是 strike the match.
Okay, well, candles will work if there's no power and all your batteries are dead. The final item on our list does need batteries though, and it's a radio. R-A-D-I-O, radio.
最后一样东西呢，它也需要电池，也就是 radio 收音机。
Okay, now we don't have a radio, okay, today, but we've got something that's about the right sort of size of a radio, okay? And now when we talk about radio, it could just be something you use to listen to the music, listen to news, okay? We can also use the word radio to mean like a police radio in their cars. Or also a walkie-talkie, the small ones that you see people talking into, make that little noise when they speak, okay? And radios, all kinds of radios, use radio waves, these invisible waves, to send out something on different wavelengths. That's what we call them, okay, wavelength. So you can change or tune your radio to listen to different wavelengths, okay? A simple radio could only pick up a few. A better radio could pick up many different types of wavelengths. Now, a simple radio would be good for communication, trying to maybe find somebody else on a radio. Help, I'm trapped under the building, something like that. But you can also use the radio to listen to it for news, if you could pick up the news station.
Radio 其实除了我们最熟悉的意思就是收音机以外，它也有警用无线电或者是对讲机，刚刚说的 walkie-talkie 这样的意思。那这些东西都是用频率去调整，然后收听。在灾难中，如果你有收音机呢，就可以随时得知目前的状况咯。
Well, there's an example of that kind of thing in our last sentence. With the typhoon coming, Mary listens to the radio to know what's happening outside.
随着台风的到来 ，Mary 听着收音机来了解外面到底发生了什么事情。Okay.
What's happening? Okay.
Yeah, that's that. Okay, that's all of our words for today. So it's time to end the lesson. So yesterday, I asked you how many of the 6 things you had at home, and you only had 2.
Well, I did get a few more last night.
What about the things from today?
Well, let's see. I definitely have a flashlight, I have batteries, I have matches, and I have a can opener. And I can listen to the radio on a computer or phone. I don't have one of the old style radios. We do have waterproof coats, but since neither my wife nor I ride a scooter, we don't have any big raincoats like this one. So I guess 4 plus 2 almost. That's a lot better, right?
Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. You guys at home should think about the words we've talked about and how many of them you have at home. Maybe there's a few things you should buy as soon as possible.
Yeah, just in case.
Yeah.
All right, stay safe, everybody. We're out of time, so for A+ English, I'm Pat.
And I'm Celine. See you again soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.